And so, as Amul Alim has told us, we will have to investigate our targets before we assassinate them. And this is kind of our tutorial about how to investigate targets. We're not gonna do a full playthrough. We're gonna do like enough to get to do the story of this game. I don't care about the flags in this game, and I never will, so I'm not gonna bother. Here's a bench.
I know what I saw. Musoon opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Muallim.
I can't. Masoon did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the Weaver. He can name Masoon's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Now we know.
He's not even looking at it.
Yeah, the Assassin's Creed had some problems. A lot of them came directly from, and a lot of the problems were at Ubisoft. But I do respect this first game and a couple of the later games for what they were trying.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Oops. I fucking love Jesper Kid's soundtrack. This game is such a good soundtrack. Jesper Kid is such an incredible composer. Like, props Jesper Kid. First Hitman in Assassin's Creed, man has some fucking skill. If you have not had the pleasure of listening to one of his soundtracks, you should go ahead and listen to, like, recommend Vegas from Blood Money. Like, that's one of probably his best songs, in my opinion.
Soon, all your eyes will be opened to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between this world and a new one.
These are the three styles of information gathering: interrogation, eavesdropping, and pickpocketing.
Would see this dream destroyed. Today's attack was but the first, and more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
Very dangerous to do that in broad daylight. Very dangerous to talk about the big boss of the Assassin's Brotherhood in their own fucking HQ. I wouldn't have done that if I were him. We were talking about Bossum earlier. It's kind of funny because Bossum is actually quite a powerful card in Magic the Gathering right now. Because they made the Assassin's Creed set. Which is the funniest thing, is the idea that, like, oh yeah, Bossum is great in Modern. Like, that's a funny thing to think about for me. Alright, he's concluded.
Take yourself from here before you better.
Wow, I don't know how to do fucking unarmed combat in this game. Clearly.
When you are exposed, use sharp turns.
Let's try that again. And let's not be an idiot.
Hear the things you say. A traitor. I'm not a traitor. It's Al-Mualim who's betrayed us. You'll see. Soon all your eyes will be opened to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between this world and a new one. A better place where all might live as equals. But man like Al-Mualim would see this dream.
Let's try again.
destroyed.
Let's be a little more good at
Today's
fist
attack
fighting
was
this
but the
time.
first, and more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
But I'm personally a fan of, like, this is a janky ass game, and I'm not going to deny that that is the case. But there is something to this idea of having to study your targets before committing to an assassination. And like this gameplay loop of study and then prepare and then strike. There was something here that they kind of threw away with Ezio and Beyond, and I kind of wish they didn't. I kind of wish they had kept with this idea.
That was unwise. Someone gets hurt. Enough.
That was much easier.
I yield.
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast forward.
The objectives may be repetitive, you're correct, but you can fix that in refining it. In refining the structure, you can fix that problem. You can make more diverse objectives, or make the objectives more interesting and diverse in their execution.
For our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you
And
might
thus,
be redeemed.
our objective is now made
9
plain.
lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides,
Autocorrect for the record flagged the term "kill evil men." Just want to point that
you
out.
cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
I love that they just give him Desmond's face. And I'm not gonna lie, seeing the missing ring finger for the hidden blade is very funny after playing Origins. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. You're gonna make this descent down the mountain every time.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
Tutorial for the weapon we just got. Alright. Defensive stance.
Perfect.
Alright.
The work of a master.
I gotta get up first.
And that, my students, is how we all should fight.
Cool. We did it. We did it. Get out of this tutorial
You
zone,
must
please.
be busy. I understand. Focus on your target. Let nothing distract you. Such wild swings will give your enemy an opening and send you to an early death.
Right, now let's get out of here. Let's get out of here and start our actual mission. Yes, clearly you know. Bayek is great. I love Bayek and I on Origins. It's a shame the game is way too long to play on a stream, but I love those two. They're really good characters. I quite like Origins, even if it does have its problems. I legitimately skipped Valhalla because Odyssey burned me out. I couldn't play Valhalla because I was already tired of Assassin's Creed because of Odyssey. Odyssey was way too long. And here Valhalla was even longer. So I was, like, negative interested. Oh, you played Valhalla before Odyssey. Interesting. Interesting. Got a horse. Of course. We needed to go get all those flags, which we will definitely collect. Definitely collect all those flags. All 60 of them. No, we're definitely going to do that. Wait, wasn't like actually a couple hundred flags, actually, now I think about it? Maybe one day I will play Valhalla, but that day will not be soon. Because that's a commitment that I don't know if I'm willing to take on. Even if I do hear that Valhalla was quite good, ultimately. But I played Mirage and didn't play Valhalla. That is pretty funny now to think about it. I played Mirage because Mirage was short. Mirage was a short 30-hour game. or 20-hour game. So I was much more down for that than I was for Valhalla. I didn't care about the story, so I didn't worry about learning about it.
Soldiers from
You got a little semi-open world. Now it's time to do one of the most important parts of any Assassin's Creed game. When you see a big tower with an eagle symbol on it in your compass, you climb it. Because this is how you get map. This is how you unlock map. And this is how I will search my library for 3 basic lands, put 2 of them onto the battlefield tapped, and the 3rd one into my hand. Then shuffle my library. Because they made Assassin's Creed in Magic. Magic the Gathering. I mean, that's kind of what Odyssey did. Odyssey did the thing where, like, it has... What I like to say is that Odyssey has about 3... What the fuck just happened?
gather information.
Oh no, that didn't count! Oh, that became a lot less funny. That's a lot less funny now that that viewpoint didn't count. Oh dear. Oh dear.
What a fool!
Are you, oh, you're not... What is the combat music doing all of a sudden? Yeah, that, I'm gonna just save that clip and, like, upload that separately, because that was... the jank of a 2007 video game. I never said this game was perfect. I did say... I'm just saying that I liked it. Alright. A little less funny doing it a second time. Now, surely it wouldn't fuck up twice, right?
Preparation is crucial to your success.
It's not supposed to do that. I'm trying to understand why it's doing that here. And not, like, back in the tutorial area where we had our first leap of faith. So we're going to have to climb and then daintily climb our way back down afterwards. Oh, I hope it's just this particular viewpoint, not like a recurring trend. Because depending on what this game makes us do, that might just render Assassin's Creed 1 unplayable. We will find out. Oh boy, this could actually be a genuine problem. I was saying that earlier, Honest. Yes, I too actually quite adore the puppeteer system. The puppeteer concept. I quite enjoyed that. It's weirdly elegant. As a way of, like, explaining how your controls work. It's your armed hand, your unarmed hand, your head, and your legs. Oh,
Damn fool must be out of his mind.
Whatever. It worked. Absolutely stylish leap of faith. More like leap of style, am I right? don't care if they see me. Yeah, there's a lot to this game that is actually quite novel, even today, that they really didn't need to get rid of. Like the puppeteering concept, the idea of semi-open assassinations where you have to investigate targets before you commit. Like, those are cool things they should have iterated instead of ditching. Like, these are concepts that don't need to get removed. They need to get iterated upon and adjusted and built on. And it was always a shame to me that they chose to kind of ditch a lot of this stuff. Like, they ditched the modern day concepts. They ditched,
Get him! You will not get away from me! Where are you hiding? There he is!
I don't have counter kills yet. You need to unlock counterattacks. That's what happens. Okay, you need to unlock counter kills. That's why you do the Hidden Blade a lot, because the Hidden Blade doesn't need to get unlocked, I think. It is true in this respect of iterating instead of like disposing of mechanics. Ubisoft does better than Sonic Team. That is an incredibly low bar, though. That is the lowest possible bar. Now, I do want to see if it's just that viewpoint, or if it's all the Kingdom viewpoints, or if it's like all the viewpoints in the game total, which means we do need to do some experimentation right now. This is an experiment. Oh wow, that's just all the viewpoints.
When you have been exposed to the guards, break their line.
I will need to research this. A frame rate issue seems quite plausible. But I will need to research this. Let me see, does this game have frame rate cap as an option? Refresh rate 24 hertz. Let's try 60 hertz. See if that does it. That's not gonna get old.
Use the action view to gather.
I will research this and see if there's an issue that I can resolve. Because if it's an issue that I can resolve, I will resolve it. If it's not something I can do anything about, we're just going to have to live with it for the rest of our time here. Don't think we can air assassinate yet. Our horse is gone. Of course it's gone. Well, I guess we're hoofing it. So we can steal the horse anyway, which we might be able to. We'll see. Everything is permitted after all. Yeah, we'll just steal a horse. It could very well be a frame rate issue, and it might that seems plausible because like it looks like it's trying to give us the safe drop, but like it's dropping too fast for it to register that before I die. So a frame rate issue absolutely could be, because I know like that's an issue with Bloodborne, or not Bloodborne. Like a lot of Souls games on PC have that issue, where like certain mechanics were tied to frame rates, and so when you put them on PC, suddenly those frame rates become variable, and therefore the mechanics become variable, which is a problem. How many flags are there? There can't be that many. Show me the count. Show me the count, the flag count. 100. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. 100 of these fucking collectibles that only exist for achievements. Abso-fucking-lutely not. I do kind of wish, though, that I could just fast travel to Jerusalem or wherever we're going. Alright, let's see. Alright, please die. There we go. Yeah, I don't really like this middle zone between all of the big cities. I don't care about this. This is not what I'm here for, but since we are here, I don't collect the flags, but I am quite fond of the synchronization points. And I can't help myself. I have to do them when I see them. I guess I appreciate the sense of scale, but I don't care. I don't care for these. For this, like, middle zone that doesn't actually have anything useful happening in it. And what I'm really curious about is why the leap of faith is failing here instead of during the required section for the story. That's what I'm most curious about. Because we did a leap of faith earlier. In the tutorial section. So I would be curious what's different about that leap of faith compared to the ones we're doing here in the kingdom. That is causing this issue. Or allowing this issue to happen is more accurate. Because it's really fucking weird. Yeah, I'm with you. It does, like, it is nice to see, like, the scale and the magnitude of the kingdom. But I just don't care. The cities are also fairly large cities. Like, I think that sells it more than this no man's land. Also, the Assassin's Creed problem of holding the button down more or less 24/7 so you can walk at a reasonable pace. I almost wish that high profile was the default, not low profile. Because I spend most of my time in Assassin's Creed with my button, with my hand firm on this button. But that is, again, a problem that could have been fixed. This is one of those things that, like, just because it was a problem doesn't mean that, like, you have to abandon the mechanics. This is still a cool system, but you can refine it. Like, you can make it a toggle. As opposed to a switch. Or, like, a hold. For example. Like, making this a toggle action would have been would have solved a lot of problems. But these issues that this game has, none of them are deal breakers. The investigations are repetitive, but they're also not very long. And you can fix that by like making them more diverse. Fine.